Expired. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Thompson, and Mr. Holker of Illinois should be standing ready.
Thank you, Chairman. Commissioner Summers, Mr. Kovac, thank you for your testimony, and thank you for your due diligence in this ongoing investigation. I think the findings from the investigations being completed are obviously extremely important to us. This particular situation, to me, as in just simple terms, poses three potential losses. One of the real loss of the customer monies, and I wish you the best of luck in being able to make these individuals whole in their resources and their monies. Secondly, I think the second loss is loss of opportunity for proper investments, where this money would be out and earning for those individuals. And finally, a loss of confidence. I think a loss of confidence or for those in the system that we have for trading futures and options in this country. Commissioner, situations like this are exactly why many farmers are not using hedging to manage or mitigate risk and control their costs. In terms of agricultural producers, what will you do? What's the CFTC can do to help rebuild and grow confidence in this system?
Congressman, I think that you have certainly hit on a very important issue, because we want to make sure that confidence is maintained in the markets that we oversee, that the integrity and the proper functioning of those markets is communicated to the public and to those who are using the markets. Shortly after I took over as Senior Commissioner for MF Global, working with the DSROs, directed a spot review of segregated funds so that we can give the public confidence that all other clearing FCMs are in compliance with Commission regulations and are treating customer segregated funds properly.
MF Global was required to file daily segregation reports, monthly unaudited financial reports, and annual certified financial reports. Was there a failure on the part of CFTC to act on and utilize these reports?
Absolutely not. If we would have seen any sort of red flags with regard to these daily segregation reports, we would have acted upon that. The FCM is obligated to notify us of being under segregation, and that did not happen.
So, and I know the investigation is ongoing, but it appears if there was a requirement for daily reporting, then on that the information that MF Global was reporting on a daily basis obviously was failing to disclose the realities that now that it appears that we have with this loss of funds.
The red flags were raised for us in the week preceding the bankruptcy of MF Global. So, you know, we had staff in MF Global starting on the 26th of October.
My last question actually is for both of you. Given that commodity accounts are settled daily, why is it taken 5+ weeks to determine if custodial customer account excess cash is missing? And are there any preliminary recommendations that have been identified to correct that from continuing in the future?
I'll certainly let Mr. Kovac answer as well, but I think we can't overemphasize, again, the complexity of these books and records, the thousands of accounts, the tens of thousands of transactions, and following each of these transactions, the bank reports, looking through what I understand from primary accounts, reviewing 300 to 500 pages of summaries from bank accounts. It's very complex.
Mr. Kovac, any comment?
Sorry, yes, I would support that it is very complex. You also have to understand that in the early days of one of these proceedings, one may not have perfect access to books and records. Sometimes depositories turn off screens or don't allow you access. Sometimes system vendors threaten to shut off their systems. In our case, we did have some issues with the holding company about getting access to documents that both of us had an interest in. So in addition to the sheer complexity, they're just the practicalities that it may be a few days before one can actually get in to all the systems and records one needs to review.
Okay, thank you, Chairman.